What's up, spectators? Welcome back to another episode of Ace Attorney Investigations. Last time, we established the cause of death, which was free-falling from the railing, and that this huge piece of cargo here was added at Zheng during the connecting flight for refuel. Now we just need to prove that fact, I believe. Yep, that sounds right. Okay. So I should just have to go right over here and look. This is a rather large piece of cargo. There's a tag on it, sir. Let's see. Aleph Red Statue. Never heard of it. Nor I, but all I care about is if we can prove it wasn't here at the time of the crime. Well, let's get investigating, sir. No. No, why couldn't you just die?
Look here! Do not go about touching my possessions!
Don't rush up on me like that, pal. So this belongs to Mr. LeBlanc. I should see what else I can find out from him. I take it that this large piece of cargo belongs to you, Mr. LeBlanc.
Of course it is mine! I shipped this fine piece of art from Europe. This... A leaf red statue is worth 10 million cents! No, maybe much, much more.
Mr. LeBlanc's reason for choosing this plane must have been the large cargo hold. 10 million cents? I suggest you stop trying to calculate how many packets of noodles that makes, detective. Darn, how did you do that? I feel like you keep getting better and better at seeing right through me every year. Though I grow with each revolution of the planet around the sun, I have the distinct impression he continues to madly spin in place. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, so that 10 million cents, is that euros or in dollars? Does it really make a difference to our case? Mr. LeBlanc, there's a chance that your cargo is related to our murder case. I was wondering if you would allow us to examine it a bit closer.
It is a very valuable piece of art, so no!
Brought it from Europe. That's not right, though. Do we have the tag here? Here it is. Show me the bread first and maybe we'll talk. He wants me to pay him before he'll comment on this? What am I supposed to... Oh, okay. I assure you it wasn't me. I believe it to be the work of the killer.
I will teach that killer a lesson! You get me there! It will be the LeBlanc revenue!
I think he meant the LeBlanc retribution, but either way, it sounds intimidating. And still, he didn't help me out at all. Great. What are we supposed to do here? Nope, that was useless. Running out of options. We printed the... That's it? Okay, well for now, we're out of options. Keeping track of this many pieces of cargo must be... Wait, have we read this before? This sure brings back memories of when I worked as a part-time mover, sir. By the look in his eyes, he's waiting for me to ask about the rest of it. Nope, we've already done this before. What the heck? So Mr. Hicks was actually an Interpol agent. That is so cool. I can't believe it was from Interpol. The adventure, the glamour, and the miraculous big escape when you get caught by the enemy. Except in this case, there was no big escape. And no miracle. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. We've already done this. If you run into any trouble, you just leave it to me. Yes, sir. Watch out, Detective Gumshoe. Scruffy, I think your ego is in need of some deflating. I was following in your footsteps, sir. I want to try patronizing my subordinates. Cruel and unforgiving to the detective, even in front of his own subordinate. What if I click Gumshoe? Yes, sir? What exactly is an extremely valuable piece of art, sir? Is it like the stuff you see at county fairs? Somehow I get the impression that's worth a lot more than you can comprehend. So this thing is worth more than I can imagine, huh? Whoop! It kinda makes me want to try collecting expensive art. Collecting expensive art? Interesting. It seems there are people out there besides Mr. LeBlanc who know the true value of art. Huh? Are you talking about me, sir? Of course not. Where'd you get an idea like that? Man, I can't believe Mr. Hicks fell to his death. I never would have guessed in a million years. That is still only a hypothesis. However, the investigation should prove it to be true. Speaking of falling, I'm glad that art guy's okay. He took quite the spill. Yes, he was lucky to have landed on top of that piece of cargo. Yeah, I can just see it now. Passenger pays price for police foul up. Did Prosecutor Edgeworth add fuel to the fire of the first murder with the second death? I'm willing to bet that it'd make the front page. That's not funny, detective. This cargo hold is really big. I can't believe they can fit stuff like that in here. Detective, what are you going on about? We're in the middle of an investigation here. Whoa! Stuff's falling on me. Ho ho! I can't get really into my work without something like this happening first. Let's get this show on the road. Okay. Oh, let's go see what's up here. I can run. Neat. Good job, officer. Mr. LeBlanc is certainly not an easy person to hold back. No thanks necessary, sir. It's all part of the job, even if he did eventually get by. Well, I have a few things to ask him anyway, so it worked out in your favor this time. Thank you very much, sir. Next time, I'll be sure to even if it takes my life in the process. I appreciate the sentiment, however, we can't have people getting hurt on the job either. Running out of options here. So, he wants something. So it's a matter of finding out what he wants. Okay, let's see what we can do. Something I have he wants to see, I just have literally no idea what it's supposed to be. I'm going through absolutely everything I have. Oh, maybe there's logic I need to have. Hold on. Let's see what I can do here with my logic. Ah! Smuggling and piece of art. If Mr. LeBlanc has something to do with the smuggling ring, then it's possible this fake statue was brought on board in Zheng. I think I need to question him a bit further. About your statue, Mr. LeBlanc. I wonder if it might be a fake.
What? How dare you say my art is a fake?
I suspect that your statue might be the target of an international smuggling ring.
Don't say such fantastical things. Those thieves would not dare. I have the certification of my cargo right here.
Do you mean the cargo certification document? Mr. Zheng LeBlanc, why didn't you say so earlier? Please show it to us at once. I can't read this. What does it say? It says, as plain as day, the cargo was put onto the plane in Europe. And there you have it, Miles Edgeworth. Too bad for you. This statue was brought on board in Europe, just as it states in this certificate. No, that's... Which means that there never was a window of time in which the statue wasn't sitting there. Interesting. I respectfully disagree. We can't discount the theory until I see the statue for myself.
Huh. Then you can have your wish. Look at it yourself.
This... I know I've seen this somewhere before. It gives off such a feeling of art. I can practically smell it.
This statue has a high amount of historic value. After it was unveiled in a museum in Europe, I brought it to this country to exhibit it.
Okay. I believe a closer look is warranted here. Well then, do it. So this is the infamous Aleph Red statue. What is it, Mr. Edgeworth? Did you find something? There's something wrong with this picture. We should examine it in more detail. Hold on a minute. Where is, my organizer? The eyes are supposed to be red. Is this spot somehow connected to any of the evidence I hold? Yeah, the picture. These eyes are awfully orange, don't you think? Yeah, and pretty. They remind me of sunsets when I was in grade school, sir. I don't think you see what I'm talking about. No, I do, but it's really like the color of the sun when it's setting, sir. Ah, the memories. I remember standing out in that field, spinning with my arms out until I felt ill. I don't care about sunsets! Focus, detective. What color are the eyes in this photo? Huh? Ah, sir, they're red! As I thought. This statue is a fake. Mr. LeBlanc.
What do you want? I allow you 2 seconds for your answer.
The Aleph Red. I suppose this is not your pride and joy. Oh, this is your pride and joy, is it not?
It is the biggest trophy on this European trip. Do you know why I wanted to possess this statue? The trigger started 17 years ago.
Better grab a chair, sir. Sounds like this is gonna be a long story. Mr. LeBlanc, I regret to inform you, and you have my heartfelt sympathy, but...
What is that, sympathy? For what?
You'll see. I'd like you to compare the eyes.
That large fellow there has very bright and pretty eyes.
I wasn't talking about the two of us. I meant the eyes of the statue in front of us and the one in this photo.
Why the son yelling? Now then, oh! It is a photo of the statue on display at the museum in Europe. Mwah!
Now do you see, dumbass? The statue before us is a fake. I believe that even further examination will be required. Now that we have confirmed that this is indeed a fake. There must be some sort of proof that this was brought on board in Zheng. And I will present to you evidence that will resolve the remaining contradiction. What? What do I have? Autopsy report, certificate, testimony, cargo. Can I just present this? No? What am I supposed to do here? Get to the bottom of this for a sake. Wait. Oh, is it this? What have we here? It says Zheng Express on the cloth, sir. Something is tugging on the corner of my mind, as though something is out of place. Okay. Yes, it's connected to... this. I'm not entirely confident that there is a contradiction here. What do you think, detective? Well, I think it's really suspicious looking, sir. My well-trained gut tells me so. I see. No! What have I done? Oh! Oh, I didn't know you can do that. Well, what's... okay. There's, oh, shoot. What do you call these things? These, the panels, they're usually wood. I don't remember what it's called. The statue looks like it's stepping all over its neighbor's cloth cover. That's it! That's it! My clothing's hem is not... I shouldn't have skipped so much. It is too expensive for me to allow that to happen. Please forgive the trespasses of my subordinate.
Why should I forgive the trespasses? Unless it is an expensive dress?
Okay, this is what we have to deduce. With... the same piece of evidence. There's clearly a contradiction here. What are you going on about? It's just a simple case of cargo cover getting stuck in another blah blah blah. That's not possible. But it is. It shouldn't be this way, but the statue is on top of the cloth. Supposing that the neighboring piece of cargo was brought on board in Shengfa, there is no way that any part of it should wind up under something from Europe. Which means that this fake statue was smuggled on board in Shengfa. But then what about the cargo certificate? Let me ask in return, what about Agent Hicks? Why did he come down here in the middle of the flight? There's only one reason why. To secure proof of smuggling activity aboard this flight. So you say, but I don't believe he had to do that mid-flight. We could have just as easily inspected all the cargo after the plane landed. That may be true. However, you have it backwards, Francisca. Sure, Agent Hicks could have waited until after the plane had landed. But he had a reason for coming down to the cargo hold. Suppose he had found the fake at the airport. It would have been after the swap had occurred. At the time, the suspicions would naturally fall onto the statue's owner, who would have no way to prove that the statue was switched without his knowledge. Which means there is someone involved who is forging or modifying cargo certificates.
Yeah!
I guess the victim knew the real version of this was gonna get nabbed. Yes. While this photo could be seen as nothing more than a simple souvenir, it was in fact taken to be used as a reference document later on. Next, Agent Hicks had to secure proof that the smuggling had taken place. He came down here to take a picture of the cargo hold. A rather empty one at that, right before the fake statue could be loaded on board. A photo of the hold missing a valuable piece of cargo would have been proof enough. After that, all he had to do was hold the Zhengfa cargo crew and arrest the smuggler. Exactly. This only goes to prove my theory. If the statue was not in the cargo hold during the Europe-Zhengfa leg of the trip, there would have been enough height from which Agent Hicks could have fallen to his death. Officer, move this statue immediately. I want a thorough examination of the floor underneath, now! Miss Von Karma, I'm ready to report my findings. Go on. After moving the Aleph Red statue out of the way, we tested the area under it with Luminol, and there was a reaction. Luminol always reminds me of, what was that game? VLR, Virtue's Last Reward. Oh, so good. I see there was a reaction to Luminol, an indication that there was blood in that spot. Man, if I hadn't played Virtue's Last Reward, that would have been a great game to L-play, I was gonna say L-play, but LP, or Let's Play. Would have been great. Ah, what a good game. I see there was a reaction to Luminol, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Can we stop looking at it now? It would seem that my deductions were correct after all. I suppose it would appear that way. The culprit cleaned the blood up well. And how do you think the killer did that? Oh, the cloth.
Take that.
The killer used the bloody cloth I found inside the suitcase to clean up the mess. I see. They had a need to clean up all the blood before the plane landed in Zhengfa. Yes, because otherwise the cargo crew would have discovered it during the layover. So you guys are saying that the murder happened before the plane landed in Zhengfa. There is no other conceivable timeline for the events of the murder. But if that is true, then that throws a certain person's testimony into doubt. If the murder occurred before we landed in Zhengfa, Miss Meal's testimony, because Miss Meal said she saw him in his seat at like 5 or something like that, right? I'm pretty sure this is correct. Plus, I've suspected Miss Meal the entire time anyway, so. Recall Miss Meal's testimony about Agent Hicks in regard to when we departed Zhengfa. I saw Whoa, what am I doing there? I saw Mr. Hicks sitting in his seat at 5 a.m., you know? She claims Agent Hicks was alive at the time of the service calls, but that totally contradicts the facts, sir. But why would she lie about something like that? I think the only person who can answer that is Miss Meal herself. Bum bum. And I think this is a great time to end this episode. I did want to do a little bit more, but I mean, this is a natural stopping point, so why not end this here? And yeah, stay tuned for the next episode. And thanks for watching. Bye-bye.